For the 7th consecutive season, the Buckeye Central Buckettes are in the Sweet 16. Once again in Division 4 here, a regional semifinal as they take on a Western Reserve team that had a year off from a regional, but have gone 5 of the last 10 years. Who will make it to the Elite 8 in a regionals championship on Saturday? We'll find out coming up on your smartphone, TV, PC.
Nowadays, you've got enough things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like our nationwide powertrain warranty, peace of mind with bumper-to-bumper coverage, and more. Visit your local Spitzer auto store today and get the Spitzer Shield.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you. 2 feet on the ground, head flying in the clouds. It's just the little things, all of the little things. Hands up in the sky, it's all gonna be alright. It's just the little things, all of the little things. And oh, 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 oh. Love the little things, love the little things.
We welcome you inside the Civista Bank pregame show for this, the Division 4 Perry Regional Semifinal between Buckeye Central and Western Reserve. Hello, everybody. As the great Eminem once said, guess who's back? Back again. Buckett's back. Tell a friend and tune into the OH.REPORT. Something like that.
That's right, back to Perry High School, right where they were last year with 3 of the 4 teams that were all up here at regionals last season. So Buckeye Central looking to feel comfortable in this gym yet again this year and come out and make a statement tonight.
And let's get right into things with our pregame show and take a look at the Western Reserve Lady Devils out of Berlin Center. Yes, we do have a Western Reserve in our area in the Firelands Conference. Not that team. This is a team that's 18-8 this season under head coach Steve Miller. This is their 5th regional appearance in the last 10 seasons. Offensively scoring 43 points, defensively only giving up 35, and they've outscored their tournament opponents 134-78 through the district round.
It's another team that emphasizes defense to win championships and to get them here 50% over that last decade, as you mentioned. It's a pretty good success rate, so Coach Miller looking to get over that halfway point tonight.
And now let's take a look at the players' spotlight for the 12.5 points per game, Hayden, 1.8 steals for the district champ. She is one of the main players, a squad that's hurt by 2 players that were knocked out a couple weeks ago, but she's been able to pick things up and lead Western Reserve still to a district championship.
Yeah, she's done a nice job. She's their leading scorer for them this season, and then it's always a plus when you have someone forcing turnovers on the other side. So right under 2 steals per night for Brooke. She'll need to create some turnovers tonight to give her team some extra chances on the offensive side.
And now let's take a look before we get to the national anthem at the Buckeye Central Buckettes, the 7-time district champion Buckettes under head coach Abram Capel. He, in his 5th season, has never lost a district championship. They're averaging 48.7 points per game, 31.4, which is 13th overall in Division 4. They're a good defensive team, and you see their shooting stats there, Hayden.
This is a team that wants to put points up, and they 6th time this year that I've seen them, and they just look like another complete team that plays and gels really well together. Obviously, the 2 you mentioned, Claudia Pfeiffer and Emily Cecil, 2 players that are irreplaceable. But when you have irreplaceable players, you just fill them with some more that would fall into that same category. That's exactly what they've done. And the Northern 10 Conference Player of the Year, Ryley Kantzer, is one of those players. 9.2 points per game, nearly 4 assists. And as I mentioned, the conference player of the year. Her play has been incredible, and especially dealing with some injury at the start of the postseason. She's really fought her way through, persisted, and helped will them to where they're at right now. But I think what Ryley brings to the team outside of the numbers is that leadership role that they really need to have out there on the floor.
So we're not going to actually have the national anthem. This wasn't a split session, so they're just going to keep it with the teams. As you see, the Buckettes getting their squad announced. So we'll take a look at their starters. One normal starter, Sydney Worm, not in the lineup, has been hurt with an ankle injury the last few weeks. However, she will get playing time tonight, but Nevaeh Metzger will get another starting spot for her.
Yeah, Nevaeh Metzger stepped in and done a solid job. She plays with a lot of energy, and she's really kind of just stepped into the starting lineup, and they haven't missed a beat. They've done a nice job of kind of working with her to get her ready for that position. And then, as you mentioned, Sydney Worm got to go through warm-ups at that district final game over at Willard. I know that they want to give her as much rest as possible, but you know, as we talked to Coach Capel, she will be available tonight. I'm sure she will get some minutes, and I think it'll be a nice way to kind of guide her back in. Obviously, the season's on the line tonight, so nothing's given, but Buckeye Central hoping to get out to a nice lead and maybe not have to get her in that lineup as much, give her some rest for Saturday if they can. But this is a team that has depth on their bench too. They can bring in Grace Colleen, they can bring in Evac, and they got, you know, others with Biglin as well. If they need to bring in more, they've got a good rotation.
As you see the role players, the bench players for Western Reserve getting announced, as we here will take a look at their starters. And you see a freshman, Quincy Miller, playing in there, Angelina Capabianca, the junior, Olivia Hughes, a junior, Lisa Eckert, a junior, and Brooke Schantz, the senior for Western Reserve. And like we said, there were two players that got injured for this squad, two of their main players, but they've had a couple others off the bench come up and really fill in some time and some good quality minutes for them.
Exactly. So these two teams kind of both went through that same scenario. Obviously for the Lady Blue Devils, they still are without them. Those were season-ending injuries for Buckeye Central. You know, definitely, I wouldn't say either of them are 100% healthy. You know, Ryley talked to us the other day and told us that she feels pretty good, probably above 90%, but both teams dealing with some injuries at an unideal time, but they have fought, scratched, and clawed their way back to the Sweet 16. Both teams competing for a chance to get to Saturday's championship game against Springfield Local, which that was a wild ending to that game. You and I got to
they had a big comeback against Doughton. Doughton had that up to about 8 points before the end of the third quarter. But let's take a look at our keys to victory tonight, Hayden. First, for the Lady Devils of Western Reserve, every possession counts for them. They can't let Buckeye Central go on a run like they did in both games last season in the regionals. And also pressure cooker. You know what a pressure cooker does. It builds that pressure up until something bursts or you have a little hole for the steam to go out, but they have to pressure Buckeye Central at all times to keep them from going on that run. And as for the Buckettes of Buckeye, their keys to victory real quick. Confidence. They just need confidence to play with that confidence and all for one. If they all need to play as one. They don't have those main scores, but they have 4 scorers, including Sydney Worm, that can score at least 10 points a game. And Western Reserve, who won the tip, turns it over. Kennedy Deppen into the lane, scoops it up, in, counted and one, and that is how the Buckettes get on the board first, 2-0, as Kennedy Deppen with the score in the hoop.
What an explosive way to start, and I like seeing the aggressiveness out of Kennedy really early into this game. She's really stepped up here the second half of the season and been that second scorer for them and someone that they lean on, you know, mentally as well.
Misses the free throw. Ball goes out of bounds, and it will go to Western Reserve. But the Buckettes already showing that defense that has gotten them to this point.
Absolutely. The more you can pressure the ball early, you know, and try and make a team panic earlier on into the game, try and kind of establish your dominance, the better.
Capabianca was called with the foul, and, well, Western Reserve not that start that they wanted. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers. Buckettes with possession. Ryley Kantzer gets it over to Deppen. Back to Ryley Kantzer. Those two actually conference players of the year before Deppen transferred over. She was tops in the Firelands Conference. Maybe missed a travel there. Kantzer back out. Deppen for 3 off the back iron, but an offensive board and a foul.
Great second chance to run down that layup from Kantzer. And, you know, I think it's kind of fun when we got to talk to her when you were out at practice the other day and her walk around the arena with Joe kind of saying that her favorite category or favorite number to check out after a game is assists. And I thought that that was a really mature answer. You know, shows that not only can she score, but she's really caring about what she's doing as a leader out there.
Deppen lost the handle for a second but collects it. 1 minute gone by, 2-0 Buckettes here in this Division IV regional semi. Kantzer back out to Deppen, top of the key. Now left side to Kate Cecil. Paige Colleen there kind of bailed out Deppen as she tripped. Deppen into the lane, scoop, counted and one again! Kennedy Deppen
making a statement early in this one. Second and 1 opportunity she's had. And the Lady Blue Devils don't have an answer in the paint for her early on.
And that's the second foul on Capabianca. As this time she does hit the free throw, and it's a 5-0 start for the Buckettes.
All 5 points from Kennedy so far.
Brooke Schantz looking to get across the timeline, barely does. Gets it left side, then back out to her. Coming up on 2 minutes gone by, first quarter here, 5-0 Buckettes. Capabianca back out to Hughes. She tries to drive, but once again, unable to.
And I think they really want to work to stifle them defensively. I think that really gets into your head.
And we're going to get a foul against the Buckettes.
Team foul.
So it's Nevaeh Metzger's first foul. First team foul is Kylie Ramsey checks in for Western Reserve. Nearly turned it over, but Ramsey picks it up, gets it back out to Schantz. She's going to pull up for 3. Off the front iron, no good. Offensive board, no. Paige Colleen there rips it out of the way, and back come the Buckettes.
And that's how you do it. That's the aggressive look you like to see from Colleen. Just rip it away.
Metzger back out front to Kantzer, then to Deppen as head coach Abram Capel tells her to back it out and reset. Cecil dribbles her way around now, works it over to Kantzer. The Northern 10 player of the year into the lane, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Western Reserve. So the Buckettes early on just taking it right to the paint, Hayden. And a 10-second call. That time, Western Reserve, there wasn't much pressure there.
No, I'm not sure what the delay right there is. You got to try and take that matchup one-on-one against Kantzer. I know you've got to get it across that midcourt line. 3rd turnover of the night.
Buckettes with another possession. Looking to extend this to multiple possessions, and Kate Cecil now driving to the hole. And she'll be fouled.
And this is what I love so much that I think people don't give Kate enough credit for, or they don't think it's a part of her game as much when they try and when they may read about her. We know her as Kate Threesole, and obviously one of the area's best sharpshooters, but she really does have a nice off-ball game as well. She can cut to the hoop, and she's not, you know, despite her size, she's not afraid to take it in and draw the foul.
And a stoppage. Coach talking, I don't know about the table or a fan. I don't know what he's pointing at. Once again, I want to welcome everybody in watching live and free this evening.
Matt with something at the table.
Anyway.
Nonetheless, free throw's not down.
Doesn't matter. She hits the seconds. 2 points for. Schantz with it. Almost threw it away. Good deflection by Kantzer, but it will stay with the Lady Devils. Quincy Miller now will check in. As the Lady Devils still, as we approach the midway point here of quarter number 2, trying to get on the board. Hughes. Look to get it inside, but we're going to get a foul. I think that's going to go against Paige Colleen. That'll be her first.
That'll be the team's second foul of the first quarter.
That shot just missed. Buckettes once again with the board, and they still have yet to score a bucket. Deppen out to Colleen, now to Metzger. Now Cecil. Got it stripped from behind. It will stay with Buckeye Central with 3:47 left in the first quarter.
Well, and here's where things can get dangerous too, because back in the district semifinal against South Central, that's a thing where they were up by almost 30 points at one point during that game. That was a game that it was 9-8 at one point in the first quarter with South Central advantage. It can switch just like that, like a light switch with this team.
That shot no good. Rebound Western Reserve.
So they've got to try and put some points up on the board before this can get out of control.
They do get across the timeline this time, and we'll get a hand check on Ryley Kantzer, her first. So that's her first, team's third here as we hit the 3:30 mark of this opening quarter. Right side, Capabianca gets it.
And Sydney Worm will check into the game. Her first action of the postseason now. Nevaeh Metzger will check out. Crowd gives a nice cheer.
She is part of 4 players for the Buckettes that average over 9.5 points.
And she's another senior with a ton of experience from the previous years, so it's always nice to have her in there on the floor.
Worm forcing up, doesn't get it. But it doesn't seem like her ankle is bothering her that much on that shot. Under 3 to play here, opening quarter. Into the lane, kick back out.
Right now, just not seeing a lot of aggressiveness out of the Lady Blue Devils on the offensive side per se.
Ramsey with it, throws it away. Another turnover.
I mean, I give them credit right here. There is nice movement, and that was a good cut to the basket. It was just placed behind while it should have been led a bit.
.222 left first quarter. Deppen into the lane, forced one up, she's fouled.
Deja vu, because all 3 put an arm across the body and gets her to the line. Now up to 6 points.
Into the lane, reverse layup, no good. Rebound Buckeye Central.
It's a good take, had the space, was just a little bit rushed, too strong.
Kantzer fakes the 3, gets it inside. Looked like it was kicked, but it will stay with Buckeye Central. Three in the air for Cecil, short. Rebound Western Reserve. She's trapped in the corner, and we'll get a timeout. So Buckeye Central continues to impress defensively, leading 9-0 here in the first quarter of this regional semifinal.
And I mean, throughout the tournament, their defense has been remarkable. A great game against South Central.
Right side. That's Miller. Gets it back out to Hughes. Hughes pulls up with a hand in her face and just throws it off the side of the backboard. Kantzer. Big foul, but they're going to call an offensive foul. Moving screen.
Yeah, well, taking a look right there, Kantzer. Huh.
Well, I think the referee's going to talk about this.
Yeah,
because it looked like she got shoved.
Take one more look, Trav.
Yeah.
I guess I'm just kind of mind-boggled. I mean, that right foot's moving a tad bit. That's probably what they're thinking about, but they'll switch it.
And it will be a foul on Western Reserve. It's Schantz second.
And that's no good for them right now. Their leading scorer can't have her in foul trouble early.
Back out the Kantzer. Now to Deppen. Fakes the three. She'll drive it in, kicks it back out. Metzger now into the lane, kicks it to Deppen. Deppen faked the three, but she travels. First turnover against Buckeye Central here today.
That quick decision-making sometimes gets the best of athletes right there when you have an open shot, decide to drive. Sometimes just forget about the feet.
It's inbounded to Schantz. Schantz trying to cross the timeline. She does with 40 seconds left here in the first. Looks to kick it back out to Eckert. She does. 9-0 Buckettes lead here. That three's in the air, maybe deflected. Ball's on the ground, taken by Colleen. Buckettes pushing it. Ahead to Deppen. Deppen into the lane. Puts it up and in.
No foul that time, but there it is. She has loved that little right kind of hook floater there in the lane.
Kennedy Deppen with 11 points. With 9 of the 11 points, I should say. 11-0. 4 seconds.
They're going to have to heave one up.
Step back three is short. And that is how the first quarter will end. Buckeye Central. What a start to this Division IV regional semi. They lead 11-0. We'll be back with quarter number 2 live and free on the OH Report.
Nowadays, you've got enough things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like
but the Buckettes get it back. Deppen thought about the three. Now it's the Kantzer for three off the side of the back.
Kennedy Deppen has it rocking offensively. Scored 80% of their points in the first quarter, but that defense, man, they are playing tenacious tonight.
Hughes with it, gets it left. She's looking to get something going offensively here for Western Reserve. Hughes into the lane, kicks it right side. Eckert for two, no good. Ball out of bounds, and we'll go to Buckeye Central.
And Trav, it feels a little bit kind of like last night, the slow start we saw out of the Crestview Cougars on the boys' side last night in there.
Hughes across the timeline. Nearly traveled. Gets it back out front. Almost a steal. We'll take a look at the replay. Cecil nearly got the hand on it, but deflected out of bounds before collecting it.
So I think what was nice there in the first quarter, too, was getting Sydney Worm into the game at periodic moments throughout the action. Will be a nice adjust level.
That's a steal. Deppen gets to Metzger, works around to Cecil. Thought about the three, instead she'll drive into the lane. Puts it up the glass, short. Rebound fought for and taken out by Western Reserve.
Good job by Schantz to kind of poke and prod that one out.
Rebound, though, puts it back up, off the glass and in, and Western Reserve finally on the board. Olivia Hughes with the score.
And an emphatic bucket to get on the scoring column.
Backs it out and calls out the play here. Gets it back out to Nevaeh Metzger. They'll reset once again. Deppen on the right side, 5 minutes left in the half. Back out to Cecil for three. Missed again. Western Reserve will take a full timeout. We'll take a look at Western Reserve's first bucket of the game, the offensive board and putback.
And, I mean, it is a good thing that the Buckette defense has come out strong because, quite frankly, you know, this is a rough offensive start for them in terms of their expectations. 11 points here. And they're a team, like I mentioned in the first quarter. They know how to put points up quickly once they start getting hot from behind the three-point line. But, hey, you know, once you get here, it's survive in advance mode. Whatever can get it done, whether you're going to put up 80 or whether you're going to put up 40, I think that win tastes just as sweet either way.
We do apologize for the stream lagginess. We're on a cell phone hotspot, but since we're inside a bunch of cinder blocks, not getting much of a signal, so we will this game, but we're going to stick with it because Buckeye Central leading. Hughes turns around. She takes it to the hole. Referee went to reach for the whistle, but then stopped, lets them play on. Deppen, she's going to pull back for three. Short, Metzger there with the rebound, though. But she turns it over. 9-point Buckeye Central lead here as we hit the 4:10 mark of the second.
It's the second time where she has stood right in front of the midcourt line, nearly causing a 10-second violation. Coach, I think, maybe a little bit upset still from that last possession.
So, Western Reserve will look to inbounds. Gets it to Hughes, who will start things off. Now to Capobianca, who has 3 fouls for Western Reserve. Schantz now with it. Tries the drive, backs it out. She'll look to take it to the hole, instead kicks it over to Hughes. Hughes to Eckert. Again, Buckeye Central not giving them a chance to throw one up. Those are pretty much the shots that Western Reserve's had to live with.
Yeah, they put up some shots that are not ideal for any offense, and still, as far as she was, Nevaeh Metzger had a hand right in her face. She has really accomplished the mission in front of her so far here of guarding Brooke Schantz. Obviously just the first half, but so far really impressed by the defense out of Nevaeh Metzger.
Metzger over to Cecil with 3:21 left. First semifinal was also a low-scoring affair between two teams.
And it was a game that Dalton led for the majority of the time ever since we arrived a few minutes into the first quarter, and then all of a sudden Springfield Local had that surge there. They were down 8, came back and won by 11.
Hughes with Kantzer on her, and another 10-second call.
Kind of been shell-shocked as to how this keeps happening. Credit Ryley Kantzer. She's not letting her just flow up the court.
So Ryley inside the lane. Eckert with her first points. .14 for the score. Kantzer rejected. And back we go as we get our stream back. We finally got good internet quality. So I believe we're back on this one.
That's where Western Reserve has to push. You've got numbers after that block, and you've got some momentum.
Straightaway three. Off the rim, no good. Would have been a big bucket for Western Reserve if they would have been able to hit. But instead, they go ahead to Kennedy Deppen, who has just pretty much dominated the transition game here today.
Yeah, they have no answer for her but to foul. So, I mean, they want to keep working it through Deppen. She has 9 points tonight, leading all scorers.
That's Schantz third.
Yeah, and that's the second Lady Blue Devil now with 3 fouls.
Deppen off the backboard for the first, off the back iron for the first. She now 3 of 5.
And Metzger will come back in for Worm. So again, like the rotation they're utilizing with Worm tonight.
Sonny Oakley, it's better looking now. Thank you. Thank you for sticking with us. Deppen hits the second. It's an 11-point game. Hughes gets across the timeline. Big screen by Eckert. That's deflected out, but it will stay with Western Reserve with 1:24 left in the half. Left side to Eckert. Back out to Schantz. Closely guarded. That's close to a 5-second count, but she gets it away to Hughes. Hughes backs up, looking, gets it inside, then back out to her. And another turnover.
They are just hounding the Lady Blue Devils defensively. Schantz was pulling out every dribble move in the arsenal and still couldn't get past Metzger, and then it results in another turnover.
Under a minute left here, first half. 15-4 Buckeye Central. However, this is a 4-4 quarter thus far. Kantzer on the elbow, picks it up and shuffled the pivot foot. Third turnover on the Buckettes.
So plenty of time.
Another near turnover. So they get it back out. Eckert into the lane, kicks it right side to Miller. Miller picks up her dribble. Somehow finds Capobianco for three. Yes!
Great shot, first triple of the night for the Blue Devils.
15 seconds, it's an 8-point game. Kantzer backs it out with 10. They're going to take the final shot of the half if they don't get a turnover. Cecil with 5, 4. She's got to go. 3 seconds, 2, 1. Gets it stripped away, and that's how the half will end. So we played 2 quarters here in this regional semifinal in Division 4. Buckeye Central 15. Western Reserve 7. We'll take a break and be back with the Civista halftime report right here live and free on the OH Report.
Hi, I'm OH.REPORT founder Brian Skoronsky, and you've just enjoyed first half action live and free exclusively right here on the OH Report. But stick around, still plenty more to come right here as our boys high school basketball returns after this.
Nowadays, you've got enough things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like our nationwide powertrain warranty, peace of mind with bumper-to-bumper coverage, and more. Visit your local Spitzer auto store today and get the Spitzer Shield.
Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
It's just not right. Nah, I need to try something new.
You gonna quit rap for a triangle?
I gotta do me, Missy.
No. It's ding, 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 not ding, 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 ding.
Jack Harlow did it again.
Ting, ting, ting.
Yes, that's it.
America has a case of triangle fever.
Everybody, we are sold out of triangles, but we still have cowbells.
The triangle has replaced the British pound.
Triangle by Harlow.
And Triangle Player of the Year goes to Elton John!
Tonight's Division 4 Regional Semifinal live stream brought to you live and free on the OH Report thanks to our generous sponsors, Spitzer Motors of Mansfield, home of the Spitzer Shield, shielding you from the unexpected on all purchases. Order a new vehicle exactly the way you want it, even if it's not in stock. ArcelorMittal, smarter steels for people and planet, hiring now with competitive wages and benefits. Visit ArcelorMittal.com and click careers for more details. Civista Bank, committed to developing generations of lifelong relationships built on trust, expertise, and exceptional service. First Federal Community Bank, banking locally just got a little easier. And Frito Lay, we are driven and inspired by our purpose, food that matters for life's moments. Thanks to all of these sponsors for allowing us to bring you this game live and free on the OH Report. When we come back, the Civista Bank halftime report right here on the OH Report.
Nowadays, you've got enough things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like our nationwide powertrain warranty, peace of mind with bumper-to-bumper coverage, and more. Visit your local Spitzer auto store today and get the Spitzer Shield.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
It's just not right. Nah, I need to try something new.
You gonna quit rap for a triangle?
I gotta do me, Missy.
No. It's ding, 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 not ding, 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 ding.
Jack Harlow did it again.
Ting, ting, ting.
Yes, that's it.
America has a case of triangle fever.
Everybody, we are sold out of triangles, but we still have cowbells.
The triangle has replaced the British pound.
Triangle by Harlow.
And Triangle Player of the Year goes to Elton John!
We welcome you inside the Civista Bank halftime report, where your score in this Division IV Regional Semi, Buckeye Central 15, Western Reserve 7. Travis Berardi back here with Hayden Gray. And Hayden, you know, a great start by Buckeye Central, 11-0, but in the second quarter went a little bit cold, allowed Western Reserve to get back into this with a 7-4 quarter.
Yeah, and they went through something similar in that district championship game against Danbury. Scored under 5 points in the third quarter of that game, which allowed Danbury to get back. So I'm sure there was a similar message here at halftime to try and avoid a scenario like that again, because, I mean, you look at it, Western Reserve, that three-pointer they hit there before the end of the half, got it right back to an 8-point game, and I guess if you want to say, gave them the momentum going into the half. So I think this is a team that if Buckeye Central just makes a few more shots in that half, we're having a different story. Their best three-point shooter went 0-5 from behind a three-point line. If she knocks down even a couple of those I mentioned to you, it's a 14-point game. It's 21-7. So I think there's got to be a message of knocking down shots, but that was probably echoed to both sides.
Let's take a look at the halftime statistics, once again brought to you by Civista Bank. 15-7 to score, 4 field goals to 3. Both teams hit a 3. The big stat, though, foul shooting. Buckeye Central hitting actually 6 of 8 free throws. And that's the difference in this one so far. That and an extra bucket, but 6 of 8 in the play of one. Kennedy Deppen has been huge for this squad. 3 field goals, 4 of 6 from the line, 10 points. And this is the player that Coach Abram Capel was expecting to see when she came over to Buckeye Central a couple years ago. She's finally learned the game, the way the Buckettes play. She's bought into it, and now she's really shown out, especially the last half of this season.
Yeah, you can just tell she feels more comfortable out there on the offensive side of things. And that is something, Coach Capel talked about it earlier in the week, and Kennedy did as well on the podcast, just about how everyone has a role on this team, and sometimes that changes. So they've done a nice job of constantly adapting each and every one of them to different roles. Obviously, last year, every single one of these girls out on the floor had a different role than they do this year when you have 2 All-Ohioans, 2 of the area's best scorers.
Score by quarter, 11-0 Buckeye Central in the first, 7-4 Western Reserve in the second for the 15-7 lead. Capobianco leads Western Reserve with 3 points. Hughes and Eichert with 2. As for Buckeye Central, Deppen with 10, Worm with 3, Cecil with 2. Colleen drives it in, misses, ball deflected out. It will stay with Buckeye Central. Going into some of the comments, we appreciate you guys sticking around with us. I think we got most of the internet issues gone by. I had a couple questions. We can't connect to the school's Wi-Fi. It's the reason they gave us a hotspot. Now I think we have the hotspot working, so that's why. But nonetheless, for the first quarter, I'll re-upload this to YouTube later tonight so you can watch the whole thing. So we appreciate you guys for sticking with us.
Absolutely.
Even Brian Skoronsky, with the patience that he has, stuck with us, and now he's enjoying it. So we give you a shout-out, boss. Buckeye looking for the first points of the third quarter. Kantzer. She's going to drive down Main Street, kick it to Colleen, back out to Metzger, and then the Deppen for 3, too strong. You saw that was too strong right off the hands, and it's a rebound to Western Reserve. Hughes backs it out, gets it over to Eckert, then out to Schantz as we are underway in the third quarter. Buckeye Central really living with their defense. Is a quick jump ball by Metzger. It'll stay with Western Reserve. However, that changes the arrow into the Buckettes' possession after this inbounds. Gets it into Eckert. Top of the key, gets it right side. Capobianco already had a 3, this time too strong. Long rebound out to Kate Cecil. Cecil, she's going to go coast to coast, puts it up and in.
It's a good take for Kate.
Her first field goal of the game. She's got 4. It's back to a 10-point lead for the Buckettes.
Got caught up in a tongue twister.
Schantz nearly a turnover, but instead we're going to get a foul from behind as we'll take a look at the C-to-C bucket. Coast to coast.
I like that.
Abbreviating a little bit.
Switch it up a little bit.
C to shining C. You could say that on this court. It's very shiny.
No, I absolutely, yeah. We haven't really talked about that. I know we were here last year, but always like coming up to this gym. It's so unique.
This is a cool venue, yeah.
That drop down under. Ball poked away.
It'll stay with Western Reserve. Nevaeh Metzger called for her second foul on that call earlier. 6:08 left here, third quarter. Inbounds to Miller. Miller gets it over to Capobianco. Straight away to Hughes. Hughes, ankle breaker, passes it inside. Ball's on the ground, kept up. Capobianco gets it to Schantz. She's going to drive it in, puts it up, off the glass, no good. Offensive board, though, for Western Reserve, and they'll get another chance here.
Good job to fight for it, because I'm not sure why Hughes gave it up after that ankle breaker the first time.
Miller with the jumper, can't get it to fall, and Kantzer gets the board. She was wide open, but sometimes when you don't have that backboard, you misjudge, and she overthrew it. Kennedy Deppen, top of the key, gets it to Kantzer. She'll try the 3. She's short on it. Colleen tried to save it, but it's into the hands of Western Reserve as they're trying to get out into transition, but they lose the handle. Metzger with the steal. She'll back it out and allow Buckeye Central to reset after the 8th turnover by Western Reserve here this evening.
Deppen now controls things at the top.
Left side to Metzger. Back ahead to Kantzer, inside to Kennedy Deppen. Gets her defender on the ground, scoops it up and in. Kennedy Deppen with 12. Timeout, Abram Capel. And that was a much-needed bucket for the Buckettes as Western Reserve started getting something going on the offensive end despite not getting the bucket. But Deppen able to get the bucket and push this back out to 12.
I mean, I'm telling you, I think they got to continue to work through Deppen here tonight. She's had the most success. It's been kind of one of those odd, unconventional nights for the Buckette offense as a unit. So defensively, they've got things figured out. They've really given Western Reserve one interesting night to try and work around. So I think they got to, you get to a certain point where you got to stick with the hot hand and then make adjustments if it's becoming impossible to get it to her or get some looks inside.
So a 4-0 start for the Buckettes of Buckeye Central. As Abram Capel's squad looking to get back to the regional championship for a second consecutive year.
I know this just popped into my head, but something I just picked up on is a lot of fun colored shoes for the Buckettes tonight. And, our very own Joe Bailow actually asked Paige Colleen, what's the meaning behind the purple shoes? She said purple power and then said she doesn't even know what that means. So, in case you wanted a random nugget, there you go, Trav.
Whatever purple power, it's helped her become one of the best defenders in the Northern 10. Western nearly got another 10-second call there.
And then
Miller.
They stick around the midcourt, too.
Hughes. Over to Schantz. Gets it inside to Eckert. Back out, but we'll get a foul against Buckeye Central.
Looks like they'll be calling that on Kate Cecil, her first foul.
Gets it in. So they're still trying to get an open look. They even getting it inside the lane, it's tough because there's 4 Buckettes there. And another prime example is they turn it over. Cecil's bumped. And that's going to be Eckert's first.
Well, and I think there was a missed opportunity for the Lady Blue Devils to take one more look at the foul. But down here on that inbounds pass, looking back to Saturday, that's one area where Danbury had a lot of success was on their inbounds plays, being able to sneak someone inside past some of the Buckette defense. I thought they had another chance right there, but they've continued to kind of flee from the hoop when I feel like they might have some open looks.
Over 300 watching. As we're going old school 480p, as Jay Clow loves to talk about on YouTube.
Okay.
Hey, it's a throwback night here at Perry High School. Metzger takes it in. Counted and one. Nevaeh on the board with the take and the harm.
A take so clean you could see it in 480p.
That's Ramsey's second. And the first field goal for Metzger. As just like that, it's back out to a 14-point Buckette lead. And just like the first quarter, Western Reserve has yet to hit a field goal. Well, or free throw as well.
Yeah, anything. They haven't scored. And
Metzger.
When you think about it, it was the circus shot at the end of the first quarter and then a three-pointer right at the end of the second quarter, so they save a lot of their scoring for the last final minute of each quarter. I'm not sure they'll do the same here, but sure looking that way.
Another tough take for Western Reserve. Couldn't get it. Cecil into the lane, puts it up and in.
And a dangerous run might be beginning to get warmed up for Buckeye Central now.
9-0 run to start the third. Cecil now with 6. Schantz looking to get it inside. Not there, though, as Deppen was closely guarding Eckert. They finally do get it into Miller. Back out to Eckert for 3. Too strong, but an offensive board by Hughes. She scoops it up. She'll get fouled and will go to the line.
Kind of got bailed out by the foul call because this shot was kind of just hurled up there. It was definitely not going to go in.
That'll be Ryley Kantzer's second foul. And Hughes, who has one of the team's 3 field goals tonight, will have a chance to make the first attempted free throw of the night for Western as well. She does. Western's on the board. Also, hello to Keith Mark.
Absolutely. Good evening, Keith.
Big lots and hard hitting on the call tonight.
Hardly hitting, remember? They turned on me last night.
Second free throw no good as Cecil slowing things down. Back out to Kantzer. So we hit 3 minutes left in the third. Metzger, left side to Deppen. Straight away for Kantzer. The Buckettes working around the arc. Cecil's trying to three, and she's finally Kate Thriesel. Her first triple of the night. She's got 9 now. 6 in the second, 7 in the second half. It's a 27-8 game.
And it usually only takes 1 for her to warm up, so all those attempts in the first half pay off.
But on the other end, the Civista Bank ATM still open here as Capobianco hits her second 3 of the night. It's 27-11.
They finally get over the double-digit barrier. 16-point game.
Colleen in the corner, back out. The Kantzer. Now to Cecil from the other side. You bet.
I'm telling you.
Nothing but nylon once again. It's 30-11. Can Eckert help? No. She could not help out. And Cecil with the rebound. Ahead to Deppen. Deppen into the lane, loses the handle for a moment, but gets it back out to Kantzer as we approach 90 seconds left here in quarter number 3. Buckettes blowing this one open now, up 19.
When you have a shooter like that can make a 6-point run on her own in a matter of, 45 seconds to a minute, that's such a nice piece to have out on the floor.
Cecil, step back 3, short, but an offensive board by Metzger. Another 3 that time, saved by Deppen out of nowhere. Cecil to Kantzer. Now
they've got Kate in the corner. Ooh. Now they
55
back it back
seconds
out.
And they'll reset. 2 big offensive boards by the Buckettes.
Just toying with them there for a few seconds.
.40 seconds left. Kantzer, closely guarded, gets around. Now to Metzger, 35 seconds. Gets it to Deppen with 25. I wasn't going to say it, Hayden, but I think it is going to happen.
Safe to say now.
Nope, never mind.
Oh.
Metzger
She
blocked.
heard you.
So the announcer jinx hits. 10 seconds. Can Western Reserve answer? Capobianco. Back out to Eckert with 5. Back to Capobianco. She's going to try the 3 off the front iron. No good. Rebound put back at the buzzers. No good. And that'll do it for quarter number 3. The Buckettes starting to feel it. They're leading 30-11 as we head to money time live and free on the OH Report.
Nowadays, you've got enough things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like our nationwide powertrain warranty, peace of mind with bumper-to-bumper coverage, and more. Visit your local Spitzer auto store today and get the Spitzer Shield.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
It is money time here from Perry High School. Buckeye Central, 8 minutes away from another regional championship appearance. Travis Berardi alongside Hayden Gray. That's my favorite dude up there.
That might be the best money time intro we've had.
That's the best money time shirt that he's had all year.
Not the best possession for Buckeye Central. They'll turn it over, but
only the 4th turnover on the Buckettes tonight.
yeah, I tell you what, I look forward to the different jacket you're going to see as each tournament game comes and goes. The all-money suit, though, if Buckeye Central is to advance to Saturday's final, going to be hard to top.
Capobianco off the front iron. It looked good, but just a little bit off. Buckeye Central with the rebound. Deppen gets it back to Sydney Worm, who's back in. Now to Kate Cecil. Metzger up the page, Colleen. Then to Cecil for 3 off the front iron, but an offensive rebound. Second time a Cecil miss has gone right to Metzger. Into the lane, floats it up. Off the
who
mark.
else fighting for it?
Deppen tried to get the save, but couldn't. We'll take a look at the replay brought to you by First Federal Community Bank.
Yeah, she tried to get it real quick.
Keith, Mark, Big Boss Man Brian making you two guys take the long road trips. Norwalk, Massillon, where are you heading tomorrow? Well, Hayden might be sticking around close, but I am heading down to Columbus as the Northmore Golden Knights look to win its first ever district championship. We'll have that game for you tomorrow at 6.
Yeah, I may be close, Keith. We'll let you know. We'll let everyone know in the morning. Hopefully that goes our way.
Worm gets the rebound, and back comes Buckeye Central, 6:40 away from the Elite Eight. Kantzer kicks it back out front, left side, Kennedy Deppen. She'll pull it back to Worm. Now to Cecil. Into the lane, floats it up. And we're going to get 2 free throws. For a second, I thought maybe they were going to get her with the charge, but instead, that's going to be the 4th foul at Capobianco. As it looked like she started falling a little bit early.
And that's, not going to help their resurgence trying to come back into the game, because she has been kind of their sole provider from behind the three-point line. And about the 5th consultation we've had tonight after a foul.
400 people watching.
Absolutely.
The referees were asking. They were asking if that was the right player with the foul, and it was.
Now up to a 20-point differential, 31-11.
$14 for Kate. Schantz takes it into the hole. Euro steps, but can't get it to fall. And that's just been the night for Western Reserve. Cecil for 3. Fouled and 1! Are you kidding me?
I think that might be the first 4-point play I've seen this year.
What? And that's funny because somebody just donated stars as she shot that. So let me see who it was.
I was going to say, I've never heard that little
Michelle Berg, you are the reason she hit that bucket. And actually, they called the foul on Schantz, not Capobianco.
That'll be her.
She's called on the other foul. She's done.
Oh, that's her 5th. I thought that was her 4th.
They changed the foul earlier, that charge block call. It was actually reaching on her, so she will check out.
That's tough. It's never easy to see someone have to foul out of one of these games.
And it is a 4-point play. 18 points, 16 in the second half for Kate Cecil, playing like Emily.
Absolutely. That's just what she can do when you can, create shots. It's not always threes from her, but just what she brings to the floor offensively. Dropped 28 in the sectional final. The district final.
And we got a foul, and we'll have free throws for Hughes. That's Deppen's first.
Nearly an N1 opportunity on that trip for the Blue Devils.
Thank you, Michelle, once again, for the 530 stars.
Not sure what the stars necessarily equate to, but the 530 sounds awesome.
Hey, in case Buckeye Central goes to state, that's going to help for our hotel costs, right?
We can ask them if we can redeem our Facebook stars.
Maybe a Dorito or two that cost, a glass of water, tap water from the hotel, something like that. But
oh.
How about Margaretta earlier in D3, knocking off Harvest Prep? They're in the Elite Eight. Norwalk also in the Elite Eight. We may have 3 area teams that we could be doing streams of down in Dayton, but not getting ahead of ourselves. Buckeye Central want to finish the last 5:30 here, and then they take on New Middletown Springfield.
We got a
Deppen scores, and then we're going to get an ejection. So we'll look at the score at least.
Yep, we definitely don't give attention to unsportsmanlike acts like that.
Nonetheless, back to action.
Yeah. Distraction averted.
Hughes lost it out of bounds. 10th Western Reserve turnover. Metzger will come in and give Ryley Kantzer a bit of a breather. 5:14 remaining here in the fourth. 25-point lead for the Buckettes. Ella Evac now in for Buckeye Central. Into the lane, scoop layup, no good. Rebound fought for and taken by Western Reserve, and we'll get a foul on Metzger. That'll be her third.
Now also in the action is Grace Colleen. And I think they'll probably try and filter in some of their depth from their bench here as time winds down.
Always great to see some of those bench players get action in a regional.
Absolutely. I think that's the thing. Every person on this Buckeye Central bench this year plays a role, and they're important to have at every stage throughout the tournament.
Eckert gets it off to Miller. Miller back inside for Eckert, puts it up and in. 4 points for Lisa, 38-15. Cecil across the timeline, gets it right side to Colleen. Back ahead to Evac. Now to Kate. Metzger now. Lost the handle. Gets it back to Cecil. Midway point of the fourth.
Kate gets
Cecil's going to try another. Why not? That's all I can say now.
It's so hard to defend someone that you can't give an ounce of breathing room to.
21-18 in the second half. 41-15. And we said the Buckettes were in the top 15 in defensive scoring. Colleen deflected out of bounds as we take a look at three-pointer number 3 of the second half for Cecil.
I mean, you just get over there, and she only needs to just barely settle her feet on the floor before she's ready to shoot. I mean, that's the definition of catch and shoot.
And we'll get a timeout. While we get a timeout, let's show you something that went on last year. One of the big moments against a team that the Buckettes will probably see on Saturday. Cecil into the lane, puts up the floater, counted and one. Free throw good.
Every second is another chance and opportunity for them to push the ball and get some points.
Deppen with the steal, puts it up at the buzzer. She's fouled and one. Holy cow, with .1 left.
I mean, come on, folks. A chance for a 5-point turn here.
You're right, this is to make it 6.
In just a matter of 5 seconds.
Free throw good.
You see there, you see a lot of similar faces that are right here tonight on this court.
That was a turning point in that regional final. And it's looking like we're going to get the rematch.
Yeah, for a little bit. I know we mentioned it earlier, but it looked like the Dalton Lady Bulldogs might pull off the upset, but
they had 8 wins going into the tournament and
yeah,
ended
that's
up winning
wild.
a district. It's just about being hot at the right time.
Exactly.
Deppen back out to Cecil. Now to Metzger. She's going to take it in, puts it up, off the board, no good. Rebound to Western Reserve. 2:30 left in regulation. As Coach Capel, scoop layup good. Hughes gets the bucket. It'll be a 30-second timeout. So I think it's safe to say we'll see you Saturday night right back here at Perry High School. Hayden and myself. Think we have the internet situation figured out too, so
yeah,
we'll have the full. But like I said, anybody who wants to rewatch this game in its entirety, I will upload it to YouTube later tonight, and you'll be able to see the whole thing fresh and clean through. But we do appreciate everybody sticking with us. Love all you guys. 259, 262 on YouTube. Keith Mark, goodbye, Dalton. Hello, Dayton. Great call. I remember that for the regional final. Yep. I thought about that for a couple days. 148. Brian Skoronsky, Cecil got that GPS dialed in from long range. Yeah, her GPS had a little bit of a glitch in the first half, but she was able to correct that, get the factory reset going, and hits 3 of them. How about the and one, though?
That
might be a one shining moment candidate.
Yeah, I haven't seen any other 4-point plays so far this year. That was the first one I've witnessed.
Perfect time to get it. Buckeye Central continuing to empty out the bench.
Yeah, Kimmy
Elise
Biglin
Seifert
in.
and Kimmy. That ball nearly stolen. It's going to roll out of bounds. It'll stay with Buckeye Central with 1:50 remaining. So your thoughts on this second half so far by Buckeye Central, Hayden?
Can you repeat that? I got
yeah, it's all right.
blindsided by Chuck City.
Your thoughts on the second half by the Buckettes? Much better offensively than the first.
Yeah, I think that they were the team that got the run, and they found it within them to, be persistent and play through some difficulties that they experienced in that first half. As I mentioned at around the halftime and in the end of first as well, the normal expectations that this team places on themselves, they've kind of fell a little bit below that offensively, to the credit of Western Reserve as well. But this is a team that I don't question their toughness. You don't question their mental toughness to persist through challenges, and they've continually proved that to me time and time again. So I think I'm just really impressed by the fight this team has in them, because this is a regional semifinal game, and they're up 24 points.
Mara McDougal.
Standing ovation for Nevaeh Metzger, rightfully deserved.
And now we're going off of the official score book. I don't know the other player into the game. Nonetheless, hey, welcome to the regional. McDougal, left side to Evac. Into the lane, scoop no good. Rebound knocked out of bounds, and will go to Western Reserve. Seifert, a little too strong on that one.
But, and think about it too, Travis. This is what Buckeye Central does. They turned the regional final last year into nearly a running clock game. This is the regional level, impressive stuff, and it just shows from top to bottom how impressive the program is, from coach to assistant coaches to everyone involved.
3 in the air. Banks continue to stay open. Kappa Bianco with 9 to lead Western. We're under a minute to go. 41-20. That's deflected out. It will stay as we take a look at the three-pointer. And now Western Reserve emptying its bench. There he is, head coach Abe Capel. Going to be playing for coaching for his second consecutive regional championship and a spot in the Final Four in Dayton. That's going to be a jump ball and a change of possession. But what a job he has done. You lose two of the greatest players in Buckeye Central girls basketball history, yet your defense gets better.
Right. I mean, I think Abe would probably hate it because he probably wouldn't want us to even talk about him, but I think he deserves a lot of credit. I mean, he's an incredible coach that we have here in the area and doing really great things with this program top to bottom. I mean, their whole staff does such a nice job, but yeah, you know, he's taken things, tweaked things from last year, made them work for the roster that you have, and that has earned them a trip to Saturday's final.
The Buckeye Central Buckettes are elite once again. It's over. Buckeye Central 41, Western Reserve 20. Buckeye Central will be back here at Perry High School on Saturday for another regional championship. We'll take a break. When we come back, our MVP as well as our Civista Bank post-game show right here, live and free on the OH Report.
Nowadays, you've got enough things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like our nationwide powertrain warranty, peace of mind with bumper-to-bumper coverage, and more. Visit your local Spitzer Auto Store today and get the Spitzer Shield.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
It's just not right. Nah, I need to try something new.
You gonna quit rap for a triangle?
I gotta do me, Missy.
No, no, no. It's ding, 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 ding. Not ding, 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 ding.
Jack Harlow did it again.
Ting, ting, ting.
Yes, yes, yes! Yes, that's it.
America has a case of triangle fever.
Everybody, we are sold out of triangles, but we still have cowbells?
The triangle has replaced the British pound.
Triangle by Harlow.
And Triangle Player of the Year goes to Elton John!
Tonight's regional semifinal live stream brought to you live and free on the OH Report thanks to our generous sponsor, Spitzer Motors of Mansfield, home of the Spitzer Shield, shielding you from the unexpected on all purchases. Order a new vehicle exactly the way you want it, even if it's not in stock. ArcelorMittal, smarter steels for people and planet. Hiring now with competitive wages and benefits. Visit ArcelorMittal.com and click careers for more details. Civista Bank, committed to developing generations of lifelong relationships built on trust, expertise, and exceptional service. First Federal Community Bank, banking locally just got a little easier. And Frito Lay, we are driven and inspired by our purpose, food that matters for life's moments, as we welcome you inside the Civista Bank post-game show, where the Buckettes of Buckeye Central are back in a regional championship game. We'll wait for the final stats as our MVPs are making their way up here. And folks, I couldn't just have one MVP. I needed to have two because we had a you could say we had a first half and a second half MVP, Hayden.
Absolutely, and they were both critical to this game, so they're getting closer. I'm gonna set the headset down and let the
go ahead.
The real athletes talk here.
So, as we let Hayden set things up, we'll take a very quick commercial break and be right back with our MVPs right here on the OH Report.
Nowadays, you've got enough things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like our nationwide powertrain warranty, peace of mind with bumper-to-bumper coverage, and more. Visit your local Spitzer auto store today and get the Spitzer Shield.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
Time now for our ArcelorMittal MVPs, and I say MVPs because we kind of had a first half and then a second half MVP the way this one went. We'll start with our first half MVP, and that is Kennedy Deppen. She finished with 13 points, but 11 in the first half to help pace the Buckettes, 11 of 15 points. What was your game in that first half? It seemed like right off the bat you got an and one and you just kept taking it to the hole.
I just knew, I recognized right away that they weren't guarding me off the bounce, so if I could get a shot fake up and get them in the air and get to the rim, then they were following me inside, and that led to a lot of other opportunities for my teammates later on in the quarter when they were in foul trouble. So, it made things easy for the whole team, honestly.
Yeah, and, coming over from South Central, transferred over a couple years ago, you had to get recollected with the way you guys do things here at Buckeye Central. But it seems like the last, especially half of this season, you've really picked things up and you've gotten back to your comfort zone. Just talk about how you've been able to really, get back in your comfort zone this second half of the season to do what you've been doing all tournament long, and that's double-digit scoring.
I think that honestly for me it's just being more comfortable with the ball. Before I don't think I was super comfortable with the ball, and I wasn't playing super loose. I was playing very uptight. So once you just let go and realize that you're just here for the ride, and here for a good time, you're here to play for yourself. Honestly, you owe it to yourself and your teammates, then it makes things a lot easier.
Not too bad for you guys. Back-to-back, at least Elite Eight appearances. You're going to take on a familiar foe in Springfield on Saturday. What's it going to take to knock them off and head right back down the road, down 71 and 70 to Dayton?
I think that we just need to hang our hat on the defensive end of the floor because that's what's winning us games thus far. In the first half tonight, we weren't really making shots, but you could just tell that we wanted to play defensively, and that's what's going to win games from here on out. That's what's got us this far, so yeah.
All right, lastly, as always, you want to look in the camera and give a shout-out. Go for it.
Shout out to all of our fans, and shout out to my family for always supporting me.
Kennedy Deppen, MVP number 1, 13 points. Congratulations, and I'm going to toss you this. You get this. I'll give Kate the other one on Saturday. But here is MVP number 2, Kate Cecil. Only 2 points in the first half, but then just a ho-hum, 19 in the second half. What changed for you, if at all anything, in that second half to get you really going?
I wouldn't really say anything changed. I guess it just
Shoot or shoot, right?
Right. Yeah, you just got to keep shooting.
You guys had a very good first quarter, 11-0. Kennedy talked about it. You guys are priding yourself this year on defense. You've given up the 13th least amount of points in Division IV in the state of Ohio. Just what defensively have you guys wanted to work on this year? Because last year was about offense. This year it's about defense.
Yeah, so with like our less offense, we definitely have to focus on the defense, and our defense will turn to offense just like Kennedy. She got going, and she scored like almost all the points in the first half for us. So just getting the good defensive stops leads to our offense.
And now getting Sydney back into the mix as well. That makes 4 players averaging over 9.5 points, more balance than you did last year with this defense. Does that give you guys the confidence to make a run this year, maybe back through this last game into Dayton, maybe to next Saturday and what goes on then?
Yeah, getting Sydney back is awesome. She's a good shooter, and we love to have her back. And then we all just know our roles, and we have to do those roles to keep winning.
It's looking like Sister Emily's going to be going to the big dance in the NCAA tournament with Bowling Green.
Yeah.
It's looking like you're a win away from going to the big dance here in Dayton in the Final Four. What's it going to take to get that win over Springfield, a team you guys have seen last year? They've seen you guys this year. What's it going to take to knock them off and then get another week of basketball?
Yeah, they're bigger, so we're going to have to definitely box out and focus on the defense, and then it will just lead to our offense.
And you know the deal, as always. You want to give anybody a shout-out, go for it.
I'll give a shout-out to my grandma and grandpa Cecil, and then my sister Megan and Emily for both teaching me how to shoot.
There we go. Got to give the sisters a shout-out. It's a trio. They just come out of the woodwork, all these Cecils that can score. But congratulations,
Thank
Kate.
you.
We will see you on Saturday for a regional championship.
See ya.
We'll take one more break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up from Perry High School.
Nowadays, you've got enough things to worry about. Your car shouldn't be one of them. And at Spitzer, stay worry-free with our Spitzer Shield. Get exclusive new vehicle benefits, like a lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty, unlimited time, unlimited miles. Plus, get benefits on our Spitzer certified vehicles, like our nationwide powertrain warranty, peace of mind with bumper-to-bumper coverage, and more. Visit your local Spitzer auto store today and get the Spitzer Shield.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
Once again, we welcome you inside the Civista Bank post-game show, where the Buckettes are elite once again. This team, 7 straight district championships, went to the Final Four last year, one step away from doing it again. It's just the things they do in New Washington just to get this team prepared year in and year out has been phenomenal.
Absolutely. They faced doubters, whether it was in the conference in the Northern 10. Then once they got to the sectional title game, the district semifinal, the district final, they faced all those doubters, and here they are once again ready to prove them all wrong, and they're just one win away from Dayton.
Let's take a look at the final stats brought to you by Civista Bank. 41-20 the final, 13 field goals to 7, 5 threes, 4 in the second half. 4 of those coming, all from Kate Cecil in the second half. 20-13 out-rebounded. They only allowed 3 offensive boards from Western Reserve. They forced 12 turnovers to 5, and free throw shooting, what wins you ball games. They had a plus 10 margin from the charity stripe. They were 11-13. Western only 1 of 2. So a great free throw shooting performance by Buckeye Central. But that'll do it. We're going to wrap things up here because we need to get home. It's late. I want to thank everybody that helped make things possible tonight. Hayden Gray, as always, color and camera. Adam Thompson, our audio video tech, as well as Brian Skoronsky and Jory Hollenbeck. Our sponsor, Spitzer Motors of Mansfield, our scoreboard sponsor. ArcelorMittal, MVP sponsor. Civista Bank, pregame, halftime, post-game sponsor. First Federal Community Bank, our replay sponsor. And then Spitzer, as well as Frito Lay, our commercial sponsors. We want to thank the fine folks here at Perry High School for allowing us to be here tonight, as well as the OHSAA for allowing us to live stream these tournament games to you live and free. Buckeye Central, they're elite again. They are heading to the regional championship, a game you will see live and free on Saturday. But hey, we got more action coming your way tomorrow And we have to see, I don't know, if Shelby Lexington may be still going on. Don't know for sure. But if not, we'll have more games for you tomorrow. The district championship in Division 4 for boys, Northmore playing. We'll have the Lucas Crawford game. And maybe another live stream, maybe. We'll let you know more about that tomorrow. But we're going to get out of here. For Hayden Gray, I'm Travis Berardi saying so long from Perry.